Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden and 2K packs? Well, look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable Madden and 2K coins on the market. And of course, do not forget to use code Ferdy for 5% off. A link for their website is at the top of the description. Today, we are looking at the brand new Team of the Week, Brandon Marshall. So the stats on Brandon Marshall aren't as good as, Calvin Johnson or Plexico Burress or even DK Metcalf, mainly because of the speed. This card is basically just going to be a slower version of Plexico Burress and probably won't end up being worth what his price does settle at. I wouldn't really be buying cards this week because we are having Most Feared at the end of the week around Thursday. And then next week, we know we're getting Team Diamonds and more Most Feared drops. So I probably wouldn't be spending coins this week until Most Feared. If Most Feared is somewhat affordable, go for it. The way this game's been going, I don't know. This is the worst, this is the worst state that Madden has really ever been in that I can remember. This is the lowest point ever in a Madden. So, if you are playing this game, I would probably just sit on your coin stack. Like, I'm probably going to sell Brandon Marshall right back after this gameplay, which usually I wouldn't because, I have a Jets team. So on this Jets team, 91 speed, good jumping, 6'5". And for the abilities, it's kind of similar to Larry Fitzgerald, where he does get discounted red zone threat, 1 AP outside apprentice. Over here, does get some pretty decent abilities, pretty standard. Is going to get his 2 AP short in, short out. And here's the first slot, X Factors, Team Chems, does get a whole bunch of them. He should get Legends too, it's just not here yet because I'm recording this about, 10 minutes after the cards have come out. So let's hop into the gameplay and let's see what the brand new Brandon Marshall can do today. All right, here we go. We got game number 1 starting off on defense versus Marcosi. And I'm not going to lie, I might be really rusty. I literally haven't played a game of Madden since the Plexico Burress gameplay, right? That would make sense. That was the last gameplay on the channel. So it's been literally a week since I've even played online in this game, which, I should be okay. I should be all right. I run some pretty elementary stuff here. So we should be okay, but let's get a stop and then let's get back on offense. See if Brandon Marshall, is that who that is there? And we do have to talk about it, and I've been refraining from making a video, just ranting, but I'm getting close to making that video. I'm getting very close. I don't like to make videos like that. I think I may have made one before. But like I said in the intro, this is like the worst that Madden Ultimate Team's ever been that I can remember. And it's not because of the gameplay, which is just super surprising. It is for basically everything else. And today was another example of how they just don't do the bare minimum. Like, they could just put out a tweet 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, telling it's going to be delayed. They just leave us high and dry. It's just kind of been them doing the bare minimum every single step of the way with content this year, the prices of content, just not list. Like, it's just everything really just kind of adding up. So it does suck. It definitely does suck. I'll get that pick. We do get a knockout, but it's okay. I'm hoping that, the next 2 weeks are pretty big for the whole life cycle of this game. We have our first big promo, stuff like that. And EA could definitely, kill the year over the next 2 weeks. It's a pretty big, next 2 weeks, 3 weeks here in MUT, because we're gonna have Most Feared and then Harvest almost like back to back, Blitz, Zero Chill. So, they all kind of play into each other. This guy's just running crosses and we're getting no pressure. But yeah, this is a big time in MUT right now for them to actually save this year. And I think they could save this year and it could be a very good year. Hopefully we'll all just forget about this early game, which we never will, but hopefully. But yeah, it's interesting, man. It's definitely interesting. Okay, we should be good. He's going to have Casper open. We get a pick. Let's go, Ronnie Lott. I'm going to sit down because I don't want to play any more defense. We got to get Brandon Marshall on the field. Our first look at Brandon Marshall here in Madden 23. What playbook am I in right now? All right, I'm in my passing playbook. I was hoping that I wasn't 100% sure that I was. But here we go. Let's see what B Marsh can do. Let's go drag here. And let's go zig on Dave Casper. Here we go. Let's go. And he's all over. B Marsh should be getting the ball for the first time today. And just fall forward and we'll take that. First down, maybe? 30 inches. Okay. All right, here we go. Believe it or not, we should have B Marsh for a touchdown here. Believe it or not, we should. And we get it out. And there we go. Touchdown, Brandon Marshall. Yeah, you could do that against press man. I've seen a couple, videos online with that. So, yeah, touchdown Brandon Marshall. I just try to get him out of this man blitz. Any way you can get a guy out of a man blitz, I would say, is fairly successful. So let's go. Let's get Brandon Marshall into our red zone spot, and we're gonna yeah, we're gonna try to throw the fade here, or the the red zone ball I like to throw. And yeah, kind of like I said in the intro, Brandon Marshall is probably, he's at that Herman Moore range. I actually might prefer, he's in cover 3 here, but I might actually prefer him over Herman Moore slightly because of the ability discounts and stuff. With Herman Moore being a legend, there's more flexibility as far as play styles go, because he can kind of change archetypes depending on if you power him up or not. Also, Herman would probably be a lot cheaper. So if you watch my wide receiver tier list that I believe I dropped on Saturday or Friday, one of those days at the end of last week, yeah, Brandon Marshall I think falls into that like Herman Moore category, like low S tier, not in that top 3 with Plexico and DK and all those guys. If you have a Jets team like I do, I probably will use Plexico Burris over Brandon Marshall when it's all said and done. I was really expecting them to give him 91 speed when I first saw it was Brandon Marshall. It just made sense. It doesn't make sense for them to kind of take a step back wide receiver speed-wise. It doesn't. It really doesn't, but they did, so it is what it is. Angle route. Yep. And give me another pick. We could not. Okay. He's motioning him over. Okay, yeah, we definitely got to look out for CMC. CMC's our first responsibility. In the flat, it's our ball all day. Okay, there we go. I mean, I read him like a book. There's no other way around it. He got read like a book. I was saying it for 2 minutes before he called hike. I knew exactly what he was trying to do. That was very easy. Show him some cover 4. Corner route is my ball. There we go. Champ Bailey. He should quit on that. I wish there was a house rules right now I could play. But good block right there. And CMC, you going to catch me, CMC? He is. Are we on the red zone? And okay, he left. Okay. All right, here we go. We got game number 2 here today. And my opponent has Ty Law. He's got a full Patriots / Legends. Maybe just full Patriots team. So he is user rushing, which is interesting. We should have B. Marshall on the outside sideline. There we go. I can't remember the last time I threw a corner route successfully, but that's nice. That worked. That felt really good. That felt good. I don't like the user rush, though. Here we go. We're going to try the zig route. B. Marshall should get out of this. There we go. Brandon Marshall in open space. Try a little skip juke. There we go. And a nice gain for Brandon Marshall. Almost into the red zone. We can almost start going a little bit crazy. All right, here we go. And what's he going to be? It looks more like a cover 3. I ain't going to lie. I think it is a cover 3. Get that out, and that's Brandon Marshall. Touchdown. There we go. Beautiful drive. Mike Vick slinging that rock, and Brandon Marshall making plays. Didn't even need to use red zone threat there. Just got him open. Just makes a cover 3, man. That I could tell that was cover 3 by the alignment before the snap. Why not? We're here. Oh, is he double covered on the outside? He might be. Brandon Marshall. Yeah, when 2 guys come out there and help, it doesn't work that well. He's got Nolan Cromell as well, whose price is falling, but still expensive, obviously. All right, we're coming in here facing I form with Iron Mike, George Kittle at receiver. Wow. Just Edgerrin James. Is that, who's that on the outside? Is that, who's 89? 89? Who's that? Who is that on the outside there? I have no idea. Oh, Mark Andrews. He's got Mark Andrews, George Kittle, Edgerrin James, Mike Ditka. He's running the ball every single play. Okay. Okay, I mean, I'm glad to know that he's running the ball every single play. Oh, here we go. Oh, now he's in 5 wide with some actual receivers here. Interesting. Zig on the inside. We got free pressure against 5 wide. If he didn't go no huddle, what I would have done is I would have come out and cover 4 and played max because he wouldn't have been expecting that. But he wants to move over the middle and saw our ball again just like that. That was much easier. Okay. That was a much easier game than I thought it was going to be. I don't know what this guy was doing coming out with 2 tight ends and 3 tight ends, a fullback, and Edgerrin. Like, I don't know what the vision was there, I'll be honest. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for the Brandon Marshall gameplay. And unless you have one of his theme teams and he is more expensive than the top 3 guys that I named, I don't think he's worth going after. We have a bunch of 6'5" guys. If he was like a like a unicorn in the game, like the only 6'5", 90+ speed receiver with 2 thresholds, I'd say go for it. But we just got DK, who's 6'3". We just got Calvin Johnson. We just got Plexico. So if he is cheaper than those guys, then it makes sense. If he's more expensive, makes literally no sense unless you have one of his many theme teams. So yeah, as always, I will see you boys in the next one.